Imagine you're waiting at your favorite taco truck when your friend whispers, "Hold my spot back in a sec." 20 minutes later, they're still AWOL. You're a human traffic cone, and the crowd is butter, knifing your burrito with their eyes. That's manipulation in microcosm. Tiny favor, hidden price, zero warning. We meet these smooth operators everywhere from boardrooms and PTA meetings to family group chats. They borrow your goodwill, mortgage your time, and flip the deed while you're blinking. Luckily, the Renaissance's original spin doctor Machiavelli accidentally left us the antidote. Stick around for 7 genius tactics that will make every wannabe puppeteer wish they depict a softer target. So grab a metaphorical bullhorn and let's rewrite the rules, Machiavelli style. Today, let us set the table. When people say someone is they picture a cloak-swishing villain petting a cat and plotting global Wi-Fi outages. In psychology, though, Machiavellianism is one leg of the dark triad. A style built on strategy, emotional distance, and using people as chess pieces. That doesn't automatically mean cartoon evil, it means they play outcomes, not feelings. Machiavelli never literally wrote the ends justify the means, the way TikTok quotes claim. He warned that leaders who ignore power realities get steamrolled. Perception and results matter. Translate that to daily life. Manipulators bank on your reflex, not your reason. When you understand the mindset, you stop being a pawn and start playing position. I'm not teaching you to become I'm handing you X-ray goggles so you can see the play and choose your move. Knowledge is leverage. Tactic number 1, spot the game early. Think of manipulators as pickpockets of attention. The moment they bump your conscience, something valuable slips out of your day. The first defense is radar, not armor. Start by bookmarking their greatest hits flattery that feels a touch too syrupy. Guilt trips packaged as "I just thought you cared." Artificial urgency, and their gold medal move, triangulation. Everyone else already agreed why. Are you the holdout? When any of those alerts flash, treat the conversation like a sketchy email. Hover before you click. Run 3 lightning checks. 1. Who cashes in? If I say yes, instantly. 2. What changes if I wait 24 hours? 3. Would I cringe if this chat were live streamed to grandma? The goal isn't to yell, "Gotcha," it's to slow the tempo so your prefrontal cortex, not your panic, button grabs the wheel. Once you catch the game early, you choose whether to play, pause, or power Jacan. Your terms, not theirs. Tactic number 2. Set laser-sharp boundaries. Picture a nightclub bouncer butt. It's you, and the velvet rope is your time, energy, and sanity. Manipulators test that rope with tiny asks. Can you just proofread this 40-page report by lunch? The countermove is the broken record rule. 1 clear line, calmly repeated. Example, I'm maxed out and won't be able to help, they push. You paste the same sentence, no upgrades, no footnotes. Repetition signals. The boundary is welded, not taped. Next, attach non-emotional consequences. If the report's late, it'll have to roll to tomorrow's meeting. Notice, you're stating a weather forecast, not a threat. Pro tip, write your boundary down before saying it. Seeing it in print helps strip guilt. And deploy time boxing. I have 10 minutes right now after that I'm offline. Manipulators trade on vagueness. Specifics ruin their margin. If guilt creeps in, remember, every yes you hand them is a silent no to something you actually value. Boundaries aren't walls, they're gates you control. Tactic number 3. Flip the frame and control the tempo. Manipulators thrive on speed. Think of them as used car dealers who just need your signature before someone else snags the deal. Your antidote is the strategic pause. First move, breathe in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4. That 10-second reset yanks your brain from fight or flight into analyst mode. Next, slow the soundtrack. Drop your speaking rate by about 20% and sprinkle silence. Awkward for them. Yes, and that's leverage. Silence drags their tactics into daylight. People reveal agenda when they're forced to fill dead air. Then flip perspective. Ask a neutral, future-oriented question like, how will this decision look to us 6 months down the road? You've just shifted the stage from emotion to projection, which is terrain their short game can't dominate. Finally, label the rush itself. I notice we remove in fastlet. Asparthus until tomorrow. Naming the tempo hijack neutralizes it. Remember, you're not saying no, you're saying not at this speed, which is often all it takes to make the puppeteer tangle their own strings. Tactic number 4. Fact-check and shine light. Manipulators flourish in the twilight zone between rumor and proof. Your counterweapon is radical transparency, turning on the floodlights, so shadows vanish. The playbook? 1. When someone claims marketing already approved, reply, "Great, could you forward me that email?" So we're all tone, curious, not confrontational. Real approvals travel faster than excuses. 2. Document as you go. Keep a running log dates. Asks. Your response is in a low drama, shared doc. The trick isn't to brandish it like a sword. Just knowing it exists makes manipulators self-edit. 3. Summarize meetings in writing. 4. Use evidence framing. Shoot a 2-line recap to all parties. Here are the 3 decisions we landed on. Let me know if I missed anything. False narratives evaporate under collective eyeballs. Start sentences with data points according to last quarter's metrics. Before opinion creeps in. Facts. Anchor emotion. Remember, light doesn't attack darkness. It merely reveals what's there. When you turn the beam on, the puppet strings become visible, and half their magic trick is gone. Tactic number 5. Mirror. Label. Question: ever watched a toddler freeze when you copy their dance moves? Same principle, grown-up edition. Mirroring is a one-word echo. They say, people rush to fill the silence, often exposing motive. We really need you on this project. You reply, need, then zip it. Next comes labeling, naming the emotion in the room. Sounds like control is important to you. You're not judging, just hanging a post-it on the feeling. Brain science bonus. Being labeled calms the amygdala, so their defensive spikes drop. Finally, the calibrated question, open-ended, starts with what or how, and puts the burden back on them. Example: how does this timeline fit with the other priorities you mentioned? Note, you never say why that word feels like an IRS audit. The trio works because it flips power without open confrontation. They talk, you harvest intel. Use sparingly like wasabi, because over-mirroring feels like mockery. Done right, you'll watch manipulators tie themselves in narrative knots, while you sip data like iced coffee. Tactic number 6. Play the long game. Build allies and backup. Think of this as installing security cameras before the heist, not because you expect trouble, but because thieves hate bright red LEDs. Social proof is your first lens. Loop in a neutral third party early. Manipulators rely on private corridors. Witnesses turn corridors into hallways with windows. Second lens? Paper trails? Boring? Yes. Powerful? Absolutely. Every agreement gets a date stamp. Just recapping our chat. ULL provide the figures by Friday. I'll package the slide deck Monday. Bad actors rarely are SVP to their own promises. Third lens. Reputation reserves maintain, at least to professional relationships who can vouch for your track record. When conflict escalates, credibility isn't built, it's cashed. Finally, game theory, the cost curve. Quietly raise the price of manipulation by showcasing your network and documentation. The higher the social and career expense, the faster schemers pivot to softer targets. Long game means you win before the opening whistle because the field is tilted in your favor. Tactic number 7. Know when to walk. Even the best chess players occasionally tip their king. Your ultimate power move is the strategic exit, leaving the board before they flip it on you. First, gauge the cost to correction ratio. If untangling the mess costs more energy, reputation, or sleep than it's worth, that's your cue. Create a pre-packed parachute. 3 sentences you can deploy anytime. I've already assessed my bandwidth and want to be able to continue. Here's my last deliverable, and here are resources to bridge the gap. Short, factual, exits the conversation without emotional Velcro. If the manipulator holds formal sway, escalate through official, channels HR, union rep, legal counsel. Think of documentation as your boarding pass. No pass, no flight. For personal spheres, go low contact or no contact. Mute threads, decline events. Let calls roll to voicemail. Silence is an unhackable firewall. Remember, walking away isn't defeat. It's opportunity cost. The world is buffet length long. You don't your plate to the one person piling broccoli on it. Q. The highlight reel? Manipulators thrive on speed, shadows, and your unspoken guilt. You've now banked 7 counters. Spot the game notice, flattery, guilt bombs, and fake urgency. Set boundaries with broken record clarity. Control tempo by pausing and slowing speech so your cortex, not panic, picks the move. Shine light, ask for receipts. Write everything down. Mirror label, question, to make them unpack their own motives. Play the long game, stock allies and paper trails that raise the cost of deceit. And when ROI turns negative, walk because opportunity loses value. Chained to emotional con artists? That's Machiavelli, rewritten for 2025. You, empowered, no cloak, required. Ready to lock in your new anti-manipulation superpower? Here, that's the homework. Pick one tactic from today, just one on road, test it within the next 48 hours, screenshot the win, tag the channel, and watch the comment section morph into a brag board. While you're here, smash that like button, chokeslam the subscribe bell, and turn on notifications because next week we're dissecting President Trump's media and you'll want front row seats. Finally, forward this video to the friend who always forgets their wallet at brunch. Your future, unmanipulated self will thank you loudly. Deal good. I'll see you in the winner's circle. Stick around. The revolution against mind games is just getting started.